All right, can you write the expression and recognize that this is a system of equations? Well, how do we know? There's a few tells here. They say that a food truck sells salads for $6.50 each and drinks for $2 each. Once they start giving you individual prices, flags up. The food truck's revenue from selling a total of 209 and one day was 836.50. This question is so common, it shows up on regular algebra textbooks. We want to be able to pick up on this quite quickly. So let's write our first expression here. And that is that we have salads. We'll represent that with S, are 650 each. So what that means is if you multiply the number of salads by 650, all right, you'll have the total that you made off of salads. And then drinks, which we'll list as D, when you multiply that by $2, that would give us the total money made from that. And what we know is that when you sold S and D, when you sold all your salads and drinks for together, that was 209, right? That's what this is telling us here, a total of 209. And to make it all in one day, and I should, you know what? I should really highlight this bottom one here in yellow because we're actually going to connect this to that first one. We know that when you sell them all together, what you end up with is $836.50. So these are the two equations that you want to write. It takes some getting used to, so make sure you get plenty of practice. You can find good old word. If you just type in worksheets for a system of equation word problems, like that kind of words in Google, you'll definitely find plenty of examples to practice something like this on. Okay, now if you have a graphing calculator, this is a great opportunity to be able to actually just plug these on in and then use that as a tool. So let's practice that here. And our equation, whoops, wrong program. All right, so the system here would be 6. So I'll use x for s here. So 6.5x plus 2y equals 836.50. I don't have to put it in slope-intercept form. They're going to be able to do that equation for me here. So look, they already did the line for me on my graphing calculators. Some of yours should be able to do that as well. And what we know is that x plus y equals 209. And really, when we look here, we're always looking for the intersection here. And we see that they intersect at 93, 160. Now 93, that's our x value here. We see that that's showing up here on B. And we had x represent s, so that makes sense for us that that's where it's at. Now, what if you don't have a graphing calculator? Well, you can start plugging in for these via substitution, or you can do elimination. I'm going to jump for elimination here. I feel like that's a favorite for a lot of people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this bottom one here by -2, so that way I can eliminate D, and then we're just left with S, which is what we want. So hacking skills, bam, got that there. And then I'm going to rewrite this equation here. I'll rewrite it in red. ¿Por qué no? All right, so 2s minus 2d equals 418 negative. All right. Feel like we got everything going well here. So in this case, this is a 6.5, and just to make this a little bit more obvious for us, that's like right here, right? And then this is actually 2D. I'll put that in black here. So this makes a little bit more sense for us. So I'm just rearranging here, so that way this becomes more obvious. 6.5 minus 2, because that's S. Almost forgot that was a 5. That's how bad my handwriting is. So just make sure you got your handwriting in check here. S. All right. That's eliminated, and then we have 836.50. 836.50 minus 418. That gives us 418. 418.5 to be specific. And if I want to get S by itself, I'm just going to divide both sides by 4.50. 4.50. That is 4.50. So that cancels out. And what we get is divided by 4.50. We end up with, bang, 93. S equals 93. Now you could do substitution. It is a little bit more complex, so I won't show it here, but if that is your preferred method because it's your best at it, then go for it. That's going to work here as well.